First of all, I want to ask you a question. If there is a house that you are satisfied with now, you can afford the price, but if you buy it, you will spend all of your savings. Another option is that you can rent it at a price you can fully afford. So will you choose to buy it or rent it? Some people will say I will definitely buy it. It's not mine if rent, and it's not my own after spending money after living for a long time. Some people will also say, if you need so much money, it's better to rent it. After living a long time, you still have money to go somewhere else. Everyone will have different ideas, but why do they have such completely different opinions? We believe that most people will feel that the reason is that the individual's economy level is different. But if it's just for this reason, we ask two people who came from different places but have the same family, economic strength, and living standards, the answer will be also different. So what else will affect the choice? Let's explore the pros and cons of each option. For the renting, it offers the benefit of flexibility, lower initial cost, and reduced financial risk. It's a good choice if you have no long-term plan. But it also comes with the downsides such as a lack of the stability, limited personalization, and also the hassle of the frequent relocations. As with buying, it involves long-term financial planning and understanding of the mortgage and market, which can result in significant initial cost, ongoing maintenance, and long-term financial commitments that can reduce the flexibility. The advantages of buying a home is it provides long-term stability and have a potential for appreciation to sell again, making it a good financial investment. However, according to our survey, the advantages and disadvantages are not the fundamental reasons why people choose to buy or rent a house. The real reason is the social ideology and philosophical background influence how people view these benefits and disadvantages. For example, in the Confucian context of China, people would definitely buy a house if they have money because they value faith. In this cultural atmosphere, the benefits of buying a house are highlighted and people no longer care about the disadvantages. In different cultural and social environments, people's choices are influenced by the deep-seated values and lifestyles. This means that an individual's choice between buying and renting is not just based on economics and practical considerations, but is also driven by social, cultural, and philosophical context. People tend to weigh the pros and cons of buying and renting based on their cultural identity and social values, and make decisions that best align with their inner belief. So how do the values of different regions affect choices? Let's explore it using the most typical house as an example. First, we analyze the situation in Asia, taking China as an example. In China, traditional Confucian emphasizes family and social status, and owning your own property is regarded as an important symbol of a person's success. House is not only a place for people to live, but also a symbol that can represent a people's identity and status. Although buying a house requires high financial burdens and market risks, people still tend to buy a house because it can improve their social status and family honor. Family plays an important role in Japanese and Korean culture. Buying a house is regarded as a responsibility to the family, and owning a house is regarded as a responsibility to the family and a symbol of social status. However, with the development of society and changes in lifestyles, the flexibility and convenience of renting have made it gradually accepted, especially by young people and single people. Next, we will showcase the buying and renting trend in Singapore and Malaysia, as well as the cultural and social factors behind them. In Singapore and Malaysia, the cultural and philosophical backgrounds of Chinese communities are similar to those of China. Buying a house is not only seen as a symbol of economic stability, but also an important symbol of social recognition. In the Malay community, the influence of Islamic culture is significant, and buying a house is also seen as an important means of achieving family and community stability. However, the changes in modern lifestyles are also gradually changing this trend. Although traditional culture and values still encourage home buying, more and more people are beginning to accept renting. In Southern Europe, such as Greece, Spain, and Italy, philosophers such as Aristotle believed that property was essential to both public responsibility and personal security. Property's ownership is seen as a sign of independence and a sense of control over one's life. People who own property are seen as more responsible and more committed to building communities, promoting civic engagement and social stability. For Nordic countries, the culture of these countries makes citizens more inclined to personal development rather than focusing on the family. So renting is considered as a social welfare, which can be more flexible and pragmatic. It gives the opportunities for young people to develop themselves. The difference in perception of housing in Southern and Northern Europe reflects the difference in social value, economic structures, and welfare systems. In the United States, the culture emphasizes on individualism and self-reliance, which elevates the home ownership to a symbol of personal achievement and independence. It's closely tied to the American dream, representing the prosperity and success as key makers of one's life journey. In contrast, the Canadian culture balances the values of individualism with the community welfare. So renting here is widely accepted and supported, especially in urban centers. This reflects an understanding that values flexibility and community integration just as high as personal property acquisition.